Good morning, Southern California, your hometown station, KHTS. Your host, Fred Arnold, on the Santa Clarita Business and Real Estate Show. Joined by Dave Cantrell. Dave Cantrell is Operations Manager at American Family Funding. Want to talk about two programs specifically to help get people into homes. Dream Home Renovation. Dream Home Renovation.
So the Dream Home Renovation program, I think, might be something that we're going to really start seeing a lot more of, because it allows you to get a loan for a property at the value it's going to be once the renovation is done. So now that home equity lines, you can no longer write off the interest on those. I think this is a way that maybe you'll want to do some renovation or get some renovation done. Now you can get a loan for that, again, takes that future value into play.
And so a couple of these details of it. You buy a house for, let's keep the numbers simple, $400,000.
Right.
And it needs $35,000 repairs, you're okay there because they allow you to go 110% of the value, so
right.
to $440,000.
Correct. So yeah, it's really beneficial. It's really for those ones that a little bit of a fixer-upper or something like that. That's where.
Well,
it really
if you're
comes into
missing
play.
a kitchen, let's say someone's doing a renovation or it was damaged, and you don't have part of a kitchen, you can renovate the kitchen.
Correct.
You can renovate a bathroom. You finish a bathroom. Sometimes you can't get loans on properties that are missing half the kitchen because it's not functional.
That's absolutely correct. There are certain things that you have to have, and this is another way to really get around that and get a loan for something that probably wouldn't have happened before.
And it's an FHA loan, so it's minimal down.
Correct, minimal down. There are a few things like it has to be owner occupied. The rehab work has to start within 30 days of the loan closing, and then
And most of these are owner-occupied that are going to move in, so they want the work done quick.
Correct. Yeah.
So more details, give American Family Funding a call.
Yep.
But one sheet that we have, though, is the realtor benefits. Why would a real estate agent want to be promoting this?
Well, I think for real estate, it really kind of helps expand their inventory a little bit, because there's a lot of homes out there that need a little fixing up that you can then go in and say to some buyers, take a look at this one that you might not have looked at before, because now you have the opportunity to get that loan for it and really get that work done. And so I think that's really, everybody's always thinking about, this would be the perfect home if we could just do this, and now you have that opportunity to do it.
And what's great about this program is, 3.5% down, right? On 440, let's say. But some homes are dogs. They just, I guess that's an old term.
Yeah.
An old school term. They need some love and some
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
And you can put some money into it and do it with this program.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Most people that move into a home want to change something, and now, again, you have that opportunity to
Love
do
that. So give Dave a call on that. Let's talk about, so we talked about the Dream Home Renovation. Let's talk Home Possible. This is a fantastic program. It's not talked about enough.
Correct. Home Possible program is basically FHA, you have to put 3.5% down, but then you're also stuck with that mortgage insurance for the life of the loan.
And which can be expensive.
Can be very expensive.
When you have a ton of equity and you're paying mortgage insurance.
Correct. And that mortgage insurance also goes against your DTI ratio, and so that actually can throw that out of whack a little bit.
And the one thing about that, Dave, I'm just going to mention real quickly, is a lot of people, their equity goes up, but they got to continue to pay for this mortgage insurance, which I think is the craziest thing. It doesn't make sense. And as your income goes up, sometimes your mortgage insurance isn't deductible anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's really a shame. And so FHA programs are great for people that are trying to get into homes for the first time. It is a great program, and it has a place. But we've come up with a program that's a conventional loan that you can put 3% down. Now, you still do have to pay the mortgage insurance, but the mortgage insurance goes away once you hit that 20% equity position. Yeah. So as the home value increases, a lot of times you'll hit that 20% just by making your mortgage payments. Right. You're going to hit it, but sometimes it's about 5 or 6 years down the road. If you buy a home now, and the way the prices have been going up, you could get to that 20% equity pretty quick.
Yeah, not to sidetrack, but as long as you make your payments on time, your equity goes up, you pay it down a little bit, and you ask the mortgage company to remove it. You do it, pay for an appraisal, and you're done.
Yeah.
As long as you have that equity. So let's talk about Home Possible.
So Home Possible, mortgage, like I said, it's a fixed rate loan. It's a conventional loan, up to 97%, like I said, 3% down. There is some down payment assistance a little bit there. Now, there is a little bit of income limits. So But it all depends on where you live. It's very interesting, or the home that you're going to buy, because we can go on and we can check the maps, and sometimes we've seen properties on one side of the street have an income limit, on the other side of the street they don't.
Yep.
And so that's the one thing about these Home Possible is if you don't have a limit on your income, you can make as much as you want and really use the program.
Now you're going to hear two items or two titles, if you will. Home Possible is the one that Freddie Mac offers.
Correct.
Home Ready is the one that Fannie Mae offers. So you got two competing government agencies, if you will, vying for your business on this 3% down money. Both of them have different programs, so it's important to talk to your mortgage professional, such as someone at American Family Funding, to get the exact parameters, because Home Possible might not work, but Home Ready does.
Absolutely. You really need to check, because both of them have maps and both of them use different criteria. And so you really want to make sure that you check out both of them, and we have all that information at our fingertips.
And the important thing, if you're a real estate agent on this program, is allows you to offer more than just FHA financing, because as you know, some condo projects are not FHA approved also.
You know, I recently did a loan for somebody that it was not FHA approved, but we were able to do it with the Home Possible. And that's the other thing that's really dramatically fantastic for these people, is because all condos have to be FHA approved to do the FHA loan, where these are conventional loans, so you don't have to have that FHA approval.
Another thing that I'm going to mention, and as you know, with these programs, if you qualify for them, the interest rate and or points are reduced on some products. And the reason why is there's limits on what we call add-ons because of risk.
Right.
There's limits, and because of those limits, your payment ends up being less expensive.
Correct.
In addition, the mortgage insurance ends up being less expensive.
Right. And again, the key is you can easily get rid of that mortgage insurance.
Yeah.
And so that's really one of the keys. The two big keys of this program that I think realtors really are helpful, and helpful for us too, is, like I said, number one, no FHA approval. Number two, you can get rid of that mortgage insurance a lot faster in these programs. Well, a lot faster. You can get rid of it, where FHA you can't.
Yeah. Do you mind sticking around? We're going to jump to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk with Dave more on the mortgage industry on your Santa Clarita Business and Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Fred Arnold, on your hometown station, KHTS.